Alhamdulillah, it's a great pleasure that we have performed the Salat al-Fajr. This is the starting of day's Salat, Namaz, the Fajr. If we perform the Fajr, then whole the day Allah will watch us. Allah give us the flag of Iman. So that has been, we have done. And after that, we are sitting in the mosque, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for just muzakara, just to say some things or hear something, just to increase our iman, how we can increase our iman. So this is the great ni'mat from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So many people, they haven't come. Now it's okay? So many people, they cannot come in the mosque due to some idleness or something, some other reasons. And so many people, they cannot come for their sickness. They are still lying in the hospitals or so other places. They can't come here. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the great chance to come here and perform the salat. So we should be thankful to Him. Alhamdulillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَزِيدَنَّكُمْ وَلَإِن كَفَرْتُمْ إِلَّا عَذَابِ اللَّهِ شَدِيدٌ. If we are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will increase our ni'amat. He is the only source. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give us or take us as He wants. So if we thankful to Him, He will give us, He will increase our ni'amat. That means we can perform the good deeds for Him. We can do some things for the mankind. Whatever may be the good deeds, He is give us the chance. If we not thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will take all the our ni'mat, and He has given the that there will be azabil shadid. There is very a strong azab that has we have in our previous history. We have learned from Quran and Hadith that how the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the azab for the group of non-believer in the time of Musa, in the time of Ibrahim alayhi salam, in the time of Isa alayhi salam. Allah has given Lut alayhi salam and Shuaib alayhi salam. Allah has sent different types of azab for the non-believers, and they have ruined all the non-believers. But those who are believed, Allah has overcome overcome from that azab. So we have to very much cautious about ourselves, whatever we are doing for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the main thing. What I am doing, Allah will ask myself about in the cover for 3 questions. This is asked to me about the Rabb, about the Islam, and about our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you have to these 3 answers. If we have to fit ourselves in this hayat, not after the maut or before the child, at the time of childhood, because we cannot understand at that time. So this is the time Allah has given sent us in this dunya for just to what we have in the akhirah, Allah has asked us to, that's alastu bil rabbikum, and we have every person's replied them, Bala, you are the Rob, you are the creator, everything. But for that test exam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent this from Ruh to Dunya simultaneously, just to exam, take the exam from ourselves, whether what I have uttered in the Alam Roha, Alam Ruh, that we have performed here or not. But unfortunately, we are so many people, most of the maximum percentage of the people, we forgive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order and everything. So that how we can achieve ourselves, that's why sometimes we have to make ourselves muzakara, ourselves that how far my iman is accepting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's all the order according to Sunnah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So many we are if I ask myself the how far I am obeying the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala according to the Sunnah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sunnah is very important. If we have no muhabbat with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we will not do the Sunnah. So we need the one person she asked this, Ya Rasulullah, when the Qiyamah will come? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, what you have prepared yourself for that day of judgment? He said, I haven't do so much, but I love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To two things. One, he loved Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that those who are love or living with the people, he will go to the Jannah, to that class of people. So this is, we have to very much cautious about these things. We are nowadays so much greeding about the dunya. Though its water is not so very hard, the greeding, we are very much greeding about the dunya. We have enough money, we have enough wealth, everything, source, everything, but still we are running after dunya. How I can make more and more wealth in this dunya, which I have to left to our next generation. I cannot take with myself. I cannot take. So I have to do something which I can, which Allah will give, Allah can make the akhirah. We are doing for the dunya, for other people, just to just to make the khasara of akhirah. So that is not the main thing. So we have to balance ourselves. We have to make the things about the dunya as well as things about the akhirah. Dunya will be very basit, very short. It's not, if you compare with the Yamul Qiyamah, this 50,000 years, the Yamul Qiyamah, the Hisab. It is for 60, 70 or 80 years or 90 years, it is 2.5 and 3 minutes hayat in this dunya. So it is very short hayat, very short hayat. But in this hayat, we are doing so much about the dunya, what we don't need to take with me. So we have to very much seriously think ourselves, especially in this time of Ijtema, different type of Ijtema, gathering, sitting, whatever may be that we have to make muzakara in ourselves, what I am doing and what I have to do. Because Iman is, everybody has the Iman, but this is Mawjud, Iman. But this Iman Mawjud, and another thing, Iman Matlub. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala need the Iman from ourselves. That is full belief of Allah. If in comparison to Iman comes some things, mal, so we have to give the mal to save our life. But if it comes with the Iman and life, then we have to give our life to save our Iman. That's this at the time of we know that the Sahabas, they have taken all the wealth just to save his life. But when it's come the exam in compared with life and Iman, they have give the life, but Iman they haven't. They keep this Iman because Iman is very important, and the people who has the Iman, they will go to the Jannah. Even though this, if Iman is we have the Iman, but if we are not performing our deeds as per Sunnah, we cannot give the reward. There should be a word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and also the Sunnah accordingly their deed. But if we do these two things, still we cannot give the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this amal is not for the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that means that's ikhlas. Without ikhlas, we will not get anything. That we know that Imam Ghazali written one book, he has given, explained about this Iman, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala checked. There are 7 Asman, there are 7 angels. They are checking the Iman, everybody's Iman when going to Allah, they sent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then they have there is check in the check post, they check whether this amal is, this person is greedy or he is a man of giba, or he is do something bad for the, it is several, I cannot remember now. After that, the angels, they will take this amal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with very satisfaction that this amal is passed in 7 checkposts. So it is very, Allah will accept this amal. But when they will take to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throw this amal to themselves. That this amal is not doing for myself. So we have to check ourselves that what we are doing, we are checking these things or not, that every good deeds we have to do for the sake of Allah. Accordingly, order of Allah and in the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nowadays we are not worried about the Sunnah. So many things they haven't followed the Sunnah. We don't need the Sunnah. Sunnah, it is Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whatever he says something, it is from the order of Allah. The Sunnah is also order of Allah. He has not says this for himself. No, he is always what he has said. It is the wahi. So we the brothers, we have to realize ourselves. We have to overcome the situation. This nowadays the situation is going bad. So many types of azab is coming. Why? The Muslims, the Imandar, they should cautious about this azab that we can overcome. This is for the exam, small azab then that little big, then a big. So his azab will always come just to rectify the mu'min. You see the history of the Nabi alayhi salam, all the azab, it was visible. It was visible. When Pharaoh is in the sea, he has his shoulder is destroyed. It is everybody can see when Lut alayhi salam, he has taken that time that angels taken the villages, and people can see this thing. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this period, He has sent such a azab that we cannot see. That what is coronavirus? We cannot see in our naked eyes. We have to see in the microscopy so that we can realize that about the corona. In that time, you see, this was a very big azab for mankind. But after that, people have forgotten all the things. People are totally forgotten. All the people's living style same as before. Even though Muslims is also, because our living style is always should be the order of Allah and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But we are not doing these things ourselves properly. Why? Because of Iman. Iman mawjud, this is not enough for doing these good deeds. Allah wants Iman matlub, more Iman, that can do everything with properly. Because Iman is the main thing for the whole the Anbiya alayhi salam. Here they have invite all the their followers about the Iman. La ilaha illallah. You have to, there is no worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the main thing. I have to take out all the garbage from my heart, from my soul, to clean the soul. Allah is need the clean soul, not the mixed soul. That will not Allah accepted these things. So we have to clean ourselves. Our soul should be so clean that all the good deed it will not be heavy for us if the iman if the soul is perfectly with the iman. So for that reason we have to always we have to check ourselves how far our amal is increasing, how far we are losing the amal. Then we have to rectify ourselves because we can rectify it in this haya, not at the time of our death. We cannot, Allah will not accept at that time because in that time the people will see the azab. That's why, like Pharaoh, he accept this Iman, Musa's Iman, but Allah not accept at that time. So it is the time of before the balagatul hulkum, before the death, near the death, the tawbah will not be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have every day we have to make ourselves what we have done. We have to check ourselves every day when we are going to bed. We have to check ourselves how far all the days, how far these all the days I have done, whether it is good or bad. If it is good, then we have to make Alhamdulillah. Allah has given chance to do the good deeds. If not, we have to we have to make tawbah. Daily tawbah. We have to make tawbah so that my amal will be clean. If there's some people's what I have do something bad with the peoples or that I have to take the tell them to just to excuse me, because if we can take the excuse from dunya, I have to give akhirat from my amal. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one time he said that this man is Jannati. 3 times, 3 days says. We know this everything, but we had made this muzakara just to realize ourselves. And one of Sahaba, he went his house for living with him, because he said that I am outcomer, I am not from here. So he stayed with him in 3 days, 3 nights. But he has not seen any exceptional amal that he has done. It's the same like the daily amal. But finally he asked himself, Rasulullah said about you that you are Jannati. What is your amal? I cannot see everything, special amal. He said, I am not doing this, what you have seen. But I am doing one thing every night. When I go to bed, I excuse all the people what he has do something bad for me. In the next day, I have clean about that person. So this is the things for the Jannah, to go to Jannah. Therefore, we have to excuse the people always. This is and we should also make the people, if something I have do something bad, I have to take the excuse from him so that I could clean. There are, there in Yamul Qiyamah, one he has in the Qiyamah a lot of good deeds, but finally he will go to the Jahannam. And our Sahabat were astonished how he go to the Jahannam. He said, is he pray, is he make the Ramadan or good deeds? Rasulullah said he is a good namazi, and also he is a good amal. But besides this, he has keep giver to somebody. He is taking some land to somebody. He is this, and this is this is for the what we call this hukul ibad or hukul. So this hukuk from the persons that I have to give. Either here, if I can minimize these things here, it is fine. If it is not, I have to give in Yawmul Qiyamah. And everybody come and said this, he has done these things, he has done this thing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from his good deed give to that persons that he has do something bad. So finally, by this way, when it's all the good deed is finished, but the people still is in the line for this his right. So at that time, their sins, their bad deed will be given to him, and finally he's increased the bad deed, and finally he will go to the Jahannam. So we have to keep this amal, we have to rectify ourselves. Not that I am doing this thing. Besides that, whether I am good with the peoples or not, I am with the obeying all the Islamic performance, Islamic ibadah is properly or not. There is haqq is to haqqul ibadah, haqqulullah. Allah can excuse this, but haqqul ibadah, it is very we are not serious about this, especially in our country. Here is I don't know all the rules and regulations. In our country, we are not giving the hawk of our sisters. After the death of father, so many people, they are not giving the hawk to his sister. This is also hawk. You have to give this accordingly. Allah has given in the Quran how much the son will get, how much daughter will get, how much mother will get. So everything is explained. Islam is clear. All the things is clear. There is nothing to hidden. But we have to know these things. If we don't know, and we have to not, even though we know, but here our is that there is faith, we know, but there is no conviction. If we have conviction, if we don't give these things, I have to face the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yawmul qiyamah, then he will not do. But his faith is not so much strong than this conviction. So we have to make our faith to make if we work on milk in the now there are machines, so many machines to find out take out the butter from the milk, but before 30 years or 20 years or that people will make by hand to just ruling like this way, and 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, then butter will come. But this butter and milk, the two characteristics. Milk can dissolve in water any time, but butter, it will not dissolve with water. If it is dissolved, but it will upon the water, you can see. So this is by mehana make the butter. Like we have to make our iman by our strong wills of get from the Allah. I cannot explain because I cannot give the lecture in English. In our country, Bangla, we are using Bangla. This is my, I think, second time or third time. So it is just, I am giving some highlights that what we have to do, and what we are doing. That we have to think ourselves individual. Nobody can, they don't know your main stream of iman, main what you have in your mind. You know, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know. Even though the angels, they are not know about my what is my heart, what is I am taking. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. So we have to rectify ourselves. We are not so much greedy about the dunya. Hubbud dunya, rasa kullu khatiyara. This is, if we love the dunya, then akhirat will go far away. If we love the akhirat, the dunya will go far away. So we will do dunya like we will cross the river by a boat, but if water is inside the boat, then I will die. But if water not come in the boat, I can cross the river. Like I will live with the dunya, but it cannot be too much faith in our mind. Dunya, but it is at any cost I have to leave this dunya. I cannot take this dunya with myself. Never ever. Never ever. So that I have to think that what I can do, what I can take myself, which is beneficial for the Yawmul Qiyamah. That I have to think yourself, and that thinking is coming from iman. If iman is strong, then your thinking, your amal will be accordingly the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sunnah. But if your iman is not so much strong, we cannot serious about these things. It is vice versa. If Iman is strong, Amal will be good. If Iman is weak, Amal will be weak. So we have to make this ourselves. We have to make ourselves. We have to always, we have to make the muhashara ourselves. That the deed, everyday deed, what I am doing, it is okay for akhirat or not. That we have to take ourselves. That realization, if we have achieved, then we have achieved a very good for the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's save ourselves the adab from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my brothers and all the brothers and elders, we come here, we gathered here just to take some realization that, look, there is two things here, professors. One is Zikr Rasulullah and Fikr Rasulullah. Zikr Rasulullah, we have, everybody has doing these things. There is no, more or less, we are doing the Zikr of Rasulullah. But the Fikr of Rasulullah, it is not it is not doing ourselves, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and this Ilyas Rahmatullah, he has the fikir how the Muslims can again come their own identity. This was his fikir. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he has also fikir how the people can know the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and can go to the Jannah. And he has this fikir, he has got the nubuwwat. So we have to make fikir about the deen, how the people can save hellfire, how my family can save from the hellfire. That we have to make the fikir, then we will find out ourselves. Allah will give you the path to solve this fikir. Allah will subhanahu wa ta'ala will solve this fikir. So we have to make this fikir for the mankind. We are for the mankind, not for the Muslims. We are now working, even though we cannot finish our 100 years, finish our tabligh, we cannot make an example that Muslims can take care of the non-Muslims if they converted to Islam. So we have to make ourselves. Nowadays we are still not according to the order of Allah. We are not following the Muslims. How the non-Muslim they will choose. They will see non-Muslim will become Muslim by choosing. We are Muslims by birth, by born. So they have to start. They have studied. They studied our amal, our activities, our mu'amala, mu'ashara. Then they will come. They will accept the Islam. That's why we have to be careful about our amal. We are responsible for whole mankind, not for only the Muslims. They are not coming in the mosque. This is also one of the, because first we have to rectify ourselves. But there's a lot of millions of people are going Jahannam. We are not thinking about themselves. So we have to think about this thing. We have to think about this. So this Ijtema is for gathering for ourselves to how we can do our next target for myself and for the all the masjid, how the masjid is abad with the amal. Like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam times, there is the Madinah Munawwara, always there was 24 hours amal. But nowadays in the mosque, not 24 hours amal. This only before the prayer they open and after prayer close, except the markers. So our mehanat will be like that, that all the mosques should be open 24 hours for the musalli. They will come, they will pray, they will teach, they will learn, they will make rectify their iman, talking with this amal is, if it is 24 hours amal in the mosque, so people will be, those are coming in the prayer, they will be induced with this amal, slowly. So we have to spread our intention to this masjid should be always with the amal. And like the Sahabas Bayaan, in the neighbors of the mosque, their iman, their akhlaq, their muashara, that should become every masjid surrounding every masjid Muslims, that they should be like that Sahabas Bayaan Naqsha. We cannot fully like the Sahabas Bayaan, but if we try, we can go near. If the one student he wants to excellent, if he tried, you will get a plus. But if he don't try for that, maybe he will get F. He will fail. So we have to think ourselves, and in this mehana, it is for myself. This mehanat is myself. How I can be a jannati. Like this is Allah says, "Faman zuhziya anil nar udkhila jannat faqad faz." Those who will escape from the Jahannam and enter to the heaven, he is the faqad faz. He is the what can I say? Faqad faz. Successful. He is the successful. So this is to building house, car, and change the every year. This is not the successful. We are in our childhood we write, I will become doctor, I will become engineer, but cannot, because I cannot. I have not such talent. I cannot overcome there. But the akhirat, it is very easy. Dunya you can understand very quickly, but it is difficult to achieve. But akhirat, it cannot understand, but it is very easy to achieve. Because if I come masjid, if I tell people good talk, we don't need money. If we give the salam to other persons, we don't need the money. If we teach somebody without money the Quran, it is not, don't need the money. So for the to get the Jannah, we don't need money, but for the Jahannam, we need money. Because if you drink alcohol, you need money. If you take the hashish, you need money. So it is for the Jannah, we have to, our target should be Jannah. How can I go to the Jannah? What are the deeds I have to leave? Then I can go to the Jannah. What are the deeds I can do good way, good manner, accordingly to the Quran and Sunnah, then I could be I could go to the Jannah. Especially Allah has so many times He said, Iman, Amal Salihah. Iman and Amal Salihah, if we have in our feet, in our body, in our we can go to the Jannah. So for that reason, we have to increase our iman, and iman will increase only for dawah. Every time the prophets come, all the Nabi alayhi salam come, they have make the dawah. Thus, you accept Allah is one, and you have to accept that, and in that time the prophets. If we accept this in our heart, then we can go to the Jannah. So we need to these things again for ourselves by this way, make part of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and talk with stay in the good place, the house of Allah, Masjid, and this the good environment, environment of angels, Masjid. There is no bad deed. We cannot do it if from here. If we do these things in the longer time, so our soul will be rectified. Our iman will be slowly increase, and our what I did before the Kurus fi sabilillah, and after this, so many bad things I recover from that Kurus, because it is the place to overcome the sins. It is the place to overcome all the bad deeds. It is the place to achieve the iman upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is the place to love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is the place that the duty of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam we are performing. Now we are not doing that. I said the fikir. We haven't fikir. So we have to make the fikir. Alhamdulillah, we are still then there are some, mashallah, out of them, so many people doing this fikir, and we are getting the results also. Individually we are doing the fikir, we are getting the result. If this we collectively make the fikir, we will get more result than individual. So for that reason, if we need to increase our amal, we have to increase our iman. And iman we increase only possible by dawah, to tell the other people. That's why our elders prescribed ourselves that if we spend 120 days, this is their prescription, like the doctors has given as per disease 500 milli 2 times, some given 500 milli 1 times, somebody is for 1 gram for a whole day. So this is as doctors have prescribed these things. Like that, our elders have prescribed that how we can overcome this present environment. We can make the good environment. Last time, Enamul Hassan said, the mahal ko garo. If the environment is good, then the bad people are automatically good. If the environment is bad, the good people, slowly he will become the bad. That's why we have to make these things, and we have to spend our, given this prescription, that if one can spend as per all the rule of our tabligh, spend 4 months, he can get the path to find out Jannah. It is not that he will go to the Jannah. Now he will get that path for find out how I can find this Jannah. There will be talab ourselves to rectify myself, to rectify my iman. So this type of great. This is if we want to get the Jannah, for that way, if we spend 120 days, it is very pasid, very short time. Because for the whole life, only 4 months. If we want to learn welding, if we learn to tailor, if we stay to tailor, you need one year. to learn these things. Welder at least needs 6 months to learn this. And driving also like. But Allah, that our elders has ilham that they have given a prescription which we follow accordingly. What elders has given all the rules and regulation, we follow these things. Then we will be able to get the path of Jannah. Yeah, we have seen. We are English educated people, but when I come in this line, something is changed in myself. Allah needs change. Change means from the hubbud dunya, this I have to forget, and hubbul akhirat, hubbul Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, hubbul Rasulullah, these things should become myself. So for that reason, we need more people to go to the path of the path of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to overcome this situation, the present situation. There is a situation is always coming in everywhere, bad. This situation only possible if more and more people go to the path of Allah. Then the situation will be changed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is not, I cannot change this situation. Only Allah can change this situation. So how Allah will change the situation, that have explained our Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Sahaba has done this accordingly, and they changed whole the world. They changed the whole the world. Become Muslim at that time. Oh, there is no border, there is nothing. Nothing. So we have to follow that what has done by the Sahabas. If we follow, we can overcome. If we don't follow, we cannot overcome. For that reason, if somebody spend 4 months and do every year 1 chilla just to rectify, and 5 amals of Masjid, inshallah he will be able to get the path of Jannah. So we need people can not near, from today, cash, go to the 4 months, as well as if you can 4 months, 1 chilla, start the good deeds. Then Allah will Allah will give you the way. So first you have to chance, you have to give, you have to step up. Then Allah will, like the children when they start walking, will give him chance to walk. But when he come down, we will catch him, not to fall down. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we start, Allah will help us. So please tell who can spend 3 chilla or 1 chilla. Please give the name. Please give the name. We come from Bangladesh only to attend this Ijtema. So from here, you should also do some sacrifice for